let's talk about the newly released pre-authorization rule from Medicare. According to CMS, the OIG, GAO, and CERT reports from 2007 and later indicate that documentation errors do not trend towards specific suppliers, but that the root cause of improper payments is a lack of appropriate documentation. What do we know right now about the ruling? CMS estimates the per-case time burden of pre-authorization will be the same as for prepayment review, 30 minutes per submission. Where do they come up with the 30-minute guideline? That's because they assume you have all the doctor's notes prior to submitting any claim. We also know that 84 L codes are on the list of potential pre-authorization items. Response times, according to the ruling, will be 10 days for an initial submission and 20 days for resubmits. We know that some audit protection will be afforded to claims that have been pre-authorized. We also know that pre-auth will be focused on specific L codes, not on specific suppliers, so it will be applied to all whether you have a good billing history with Medicare or not. What we don't know right now about the rule is the date for implementation. That's right, CMS has published the final rule but has decided not to start implementation yet. They will give us 60 days notice when they come up with a date. We also don't know which of the 84 L codes will be required to have pre-authorization. CMS states they want to implement this rule gradually, and so will choose only some of the codes and might only implement it in certain geographic areas. CMS appears to be on a different page than P&O again. Luckily, in the body of the pre-authorization rule, they've provided some insight into their position. I leave you to chew on this quote from the published rule. We will be closely monitoring utilization and billing practices. The benefits include a changed billing practice that also enhances the coordination of care for the beneficiary. For example, requiring pre-authorization for certain items requires that the primary care provider and the supplier collaborate more frequently to order and deliver the most appropriate DME POS item, meeting the needs of the beneficiary. Improper payments made because the practitioner did not order an item or evaluate the patient would likely be reduced by the requirement that a supplier submit clinical documentation created by the practitioner, i.e. the doctor, as part of its pre-authorization request. It's a good idea to review the entire ruling, and here's the address where you can find it online.